the West African Fulani presidents are asking the Fulani Nigerian government that if needs be, they can empty the Nigerian treasury and buy out Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They said because they are very close in taking over Nigeria. They said they cannot afford to lose Nigeria. Fulanis are mobilizing their Fulani armies to be sent to Nigeria. Some of the leaders are the president of Senegal, Macky Sall, Gambia, Adama Barrow, Guinea-Bissau, Umaru Sissoco Embalo, Sierra Leone VP, Mohamed Jallow, Mali Prime Minister, Bobo Cisse. Fulanis are claiming that there are 40 million in Nigeria, whereas there are only 13 million, representing about 6% of Nigeria's population. But the total Fulani population in Africa is about 49 million. So how come they have 40 million Fulanis in Nigeria? My brothers and my sisters, you can see that the Fulani Janjaweed are up to something. The Fulani Nigerian presidency, the terrorist governor of Kaduna State, Nasiru El-Rufai, the Fulani governors of the core north, the Sultan of Sokoto, the terrorist Sheikh Gumi, they all know the leaders and leadership of Boko Haram terrorists, ISWAP terrorists, terrorist Fulani bandits, and terrorist Fulani Meyeti Allah, and their terrorist killer Fulani herdsmen. They know them. They know them. For example, thousands of Fulani terrorist bandits stormed Kaduna State to kill indigenous Kaduna people. And the Fulani terrorist governor, Nasiru El-Rufai, met with the leaders of these Fulani terrorist bandits to pay them for killing his people. He publicly admitted this. The governors of Kebbi, all Fulanis, governors of Kebbi, the Fulani governor of Zamfara, the Fulani governor of Katsina, have at various times met with the leadership of the terrorist Fulani bandits. They gave them trucks and shop gifts plus amnesty. Security men, that is the Nigerian security agencies, were there to witness the meeting. The Sultan of Sokoto, a Fulani, admitted and lamented publicly that 7 out of kidnappers in Nigeria are terrorist Fulani bandits and killer Fulani herdsmen. He is a former top military officer. He knows that. Sheikh Gumi has on several occasions admitted going into various camps of the terrorist Fulani bandits to meet with their leadership. He admitted before the whole world that the authorities and the security agents knew about the meeting. They provided him security to the camp of the terrorist Fulani bandits to meet their leaders. He told the whole world that there are tens of thousands of heavily armed Fulani terrorist bandits scattered in various camps in the forest in Nigeria. Sheikh Gumi even admonished other Nigerians to grant them amnesty and even employ them as forest guards so that farmers can go to farm. This is a clear admission that the security of Nigeria has failed. Sheikh Gumi is also a retired army officer and a doctor. Imagine that. A sitting governor, that is the Kaduna State Governor, Nasiru El-Rufai, is the coordinator of Boko Haram and terrorist Fulani bandits in Nigeria. He is the coordinator. These Fulani terrorist bandits have taken over the forests all over Nigeria. They have taken over. They will start moving to towns to kill and destroy and finally wage a jihad or a civil war in 2022. You know, our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, have always been telling us this. But none of the Southern leaders and Biafran leaders care to know this. You know, he has been telling us this, that the Fulani wants to wage a civil war, a jihad war in 2022 against the indigenous tribes of Nigeria. And that is why they are after Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho, the Yoruba freedom fighter, because they believe that they are the one that's going to stand as an obstacle to their Fulanization agenda. And that is why they're after them. You know, before our very own eyes, a self-confessed terrorist, Issa Petami, is the one saddled with the job of collecting and managing data and information and locations. Nigerians cried out, and some waved it away as nothing. But the Fulani Nigerian government refused to sack him. Rather, they were defending him. The Fulani Nigerian government have practically borrowed Nigeria out of existence. Over 23 trillion naira and $24 billion just to prepare for this their Fulani warfare in 2022. For over 6 years now, the oil resources from the so-called Niger Delta in Biafra have been looted with reckless abandon, while the leadership and the people of the so-called Niger Delta region continues to gaze moronically. You know, Buhari used over 6 billion naira to start ranching in Katsina State for the Fulani foreign bandits. You know, he used it. They are even planning to use public funds to buy into private businesses for their Fulani foreign terrorist brothers. That's what the Nigerian government wants to do. They have taken over the judiciary to shut down any challenge to the shutting down of the democratic space and freedom of the people. They have taken over the whole security apparatus in Nigeria and are always quick to shut down and kill off any credible dissenting voice in the land or any opposing voice in the land. While all these evils are happening, they compromise Nigerian news media, the elites, and the political leadership of Southern and Middle Belt Nigeria continue to fiddle in continuous idiocy. You know, they keep feigning ignorance. Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho may have been clinically decimated. You know, that's what they believe. They believe that they have clinically decimated Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho, while the leadership of Fulani terrorist ถี่ญ่, who leads the globally acknowledged fourth deadliest terrorist group in the whole world, the Fulani herdsmen, the ISWAP, Boko Haram bandits, continues to widen their sphere and spectra of operations and betroth the land like untouchable vultures. What the governors, elected senators, members of the House of Representatives, the brown envelope clutching media men and private sector leaders of Southwest, Southeast, South and Middle Belt extraction do not know is that after they have decimated the field agitators, taking over the forest, these terrorist Fulani bandits, both in political theater and field, will come after all these saboteurs. Will come after them. They will come after them in the hinterland. No amount or level of political correctness will save these efulefus. It will not save them. The earlier everyone in the South and the Middle Belt rise up as men and stand up and say enough is enough, the better for everyone. No amount of monetary patronage or political promises made to them by these terrorist Fulani bandits in the fields and the political bandits is worth any humanity, dignity, life, and lives of the Southern and Middle Belt people and their freedom, to live peacefully. The Fulani Janjaweed have no power to give. If only the people of the South and the Middle Belt can band together for the sake of God and humanity, they should bury their stupidity and their stupid political ambition and save the soul of the South and Middle Belt first. My brothers and my sisters, the Fulani Janjaweed are using the Dangote refinery project to siphon money out for this their Fulani warfare agenda. They started the Dangote refinery, a project that started as $9 billion, which has now been valued at $16 billion. It was recently announced that the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, will be taking 20% stake in the uncompleted, non-functional Dangote refinery at the cost of $3.8 billion. The NNPC was later to explain that it was giving only $1 billion in cash and the balance in crude oil. The Fulani cannot relinquish power because of their Fulanization agenda. They want to wage a jihad war in 2022. That's what they want to do. After Dangote have been taking forex at concessionary rate from the Central Bank of Nigeria, is, because of the Dangote refinery, Nigeria has been tied to the apron string of Mr. Dangote. They have been tied because it is estimated that the Dangote refinery completion is between 2024 and 2025. And that is why the Fulani Janjaweed are asking for 4 more years. They're asking for 4 more years. The manipulation by the Fulani-controlled NNPC and the politicians at the National Assembly have now become clear for all to see. As it stands, some government agencies and politicians are now more willing to mortgage the interests of the nation and the masses to bail out the unbailable refinery project. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video, and bye-bye for now.